Let's meet the visiting Houston Rockets. At point guard. And at this point of the season, very many coaches still are maneuvering their lineups, trying to find the right formula.
Well, especially the younger teams. There's no real established pecking order. Guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. Kobe is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Allen Iverson. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Enzo Bryant will bring it up for the Rockets. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a filling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
6 on the shot clock. Wallace with a screen for Butler. Lets it go from deep. It's not going to go for him. The Rockets go the other way with it. But let's go back to when the Rockets traded away James Harden in 2020. How has that reset gone?
I like what it looks like, Kevin. Building through the draft. I love the young talent they've been able to acquire, and they've done it with a bunch of future first-round picks in their back pocket. So they're not done. There's more to come in drafting high-quality talent.
And here is Butler, following the three-pointer by Kobe Bryant.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Fox against Iverson. The kick out to Bryant. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. Bryant's got 5 points so far.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now, here's Maxey. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first win.
Westbrook against Malone. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw tonight.
Known for racking up triple-doubles, Westbrook continues to pile up incredible numbers. I mean, his intensity on a nightly basis is absolutely insane.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Malone finds Butler. To the left wing. To the paint. Here's Wallace. And just miss after miss right now.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Westbrook against Fox. Count that one. He has 7.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Westbrook against Fox. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Shaq. Back in 2020, De'Aaron Fox signing a massive extension, Greg. 5 years and $163 million.
Yeah, and Kevin, every NBA hopeful wants that second contract. Credit to De'Aaron for working his tail off and earning every penny of that deal.
And the dunk by Kobe.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here's Butler. And the rejection by Giannis. Kicks it out to Iverson. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, the shot comes out. Bucks trail by 14. Pass to Butler. Trying to find Maxey and gets it to him. That one's good from the corner.
You know, Jimmy's really a great playmaker from the wing spot, and I think at times Butler can play point forward.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Substitution here for Milwaukee. Carter, he's checked in for Wallace. Iguodala comes in for Jimmy Butler. Monte Ellis checked in for Maxey. And Kevin Porter subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Houston with a big group substitution here. Ellis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Jones comes in for Bryant. James Harden, he's checked in for Iverson. And Paul subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And Shaq with the slam.
You've got to admire and respect how Shaq fights for the rebounds there. I mean, he puts in the work to get those second chance looks.
A minute 42 left here in the opening quarter. Carter with the three. It's rebounded by Paul. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Rockets.
And the Bucks are on a tremendous run here. The most consecutive playoff appearances since that streak they had back from 1980 to 91.
Ellis against Harden. Ellis, the pass to Malone. Basket, good.
I think this is where you get the ball to Malone. Feed the big man and let him get busy.
Greg, and back to the Bucks. The question is, how much longer do you think is their window?
That's just it, Kevin. They've got the players to win now, and that has to be the attitude moving forward. They're built to do it again. Just need to push all the right buttons.
Now here's Paul. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
0-1 near Iguodala as he lets it go. No good from outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
A clever play by Paul. He made sure to get some contact and draw the foul.
The Rockets shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And one of the weaker areas for this group, only shot about 71% from the line a season ago.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
Now here's Iguodala. Carter outside. The Bucks working the ball around. Shot clock at 5. And that one's good, Ellis.
This is what makes Monte Ellis so dangerous. I mean, he's got great quickness off the dribble, but also when the catch and shoot is there.
And here's Harden. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. And so it's Houston riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll return shortly.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your
just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Rockets to be in. What do you think, guys?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
So with Malone on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Ball is out there with Butler. And it's Fox. Then it's Ellis. Now here's Iverson. When Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. And something that's been on the uptick in the NBA is free throw shooting. League-wide, Clark, teams are having more success from the stripe than ever before.
The 2020s are on pace, Kevin, to be the best free throw shooting decade in the history of the game, with skilled players now favored relative to the old school bangers. I mean, everybody pretty much has to be able to knock down shots to be effective as a player in today's game. So the free throw shooting percentage is going up. Not much of a surprise to me.
Here's Fox. Here's Wallace. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Hey, when Giannis is lurking nearby, you got to be careful because his wingspan can erase a lot of shots.
Here's Bryant, and it's sent back by Wallace.
Damn.
Butler dishes to Wallace. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Milwaukee making a switch. Malone's checked in. Bucks trail by 11. Outside Fox. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
That's exactly what a team needs when they're playing from behind. Energetic defense.
Outside, Maxey. He clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls. Maxey's got his second basket of the night.
There aren't many players with a quicker first step than Tyrese Maxey.
And I love the way he uses it to his advantage, Greg. I mean, he's got an athletic advantage over most of the guys that are defending him, and he'll exploit it every chance he gets. But that quick first step and fearlessness, lethal combination.
And so it's Milwaukee now. The Rockets making the shot. Malone, a screen on Bryant. Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Counted in the Houston League has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Malone.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Now here's Giannis. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the dunk by Kobe.
Boy, what a great athlete Kobe Bryant is. Man, watching him take flight and jam it down doesn't get much better than that.
Timeout called, the Bucks. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
I'm married.
Joe Johnson was checked in for Allen Iverson. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. Second,
and looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Westbrook against Fox. And there's the feed to Wallace. Bucks passing it around from 20 feet out. Maxey, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now, here's Maxey. Following the miss by Kobe Bryant. Here's Wallace. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
A great finish off contact. Wallace flexing on these guys. Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title-winning days back in '94. I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand. Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Carter, he's checked in for Wallace. Iguodala comes in for Jimmy Butler. And Kevin Porter's subbed in.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Maxey hits them both. Back-to-back titles for the Rockets in the mid-'90s. You were just talking about that. Greg, what sticks out to you about those teams?
First and foremost, the dream. Hakeem Olajuwon, he doesn't get his due at times, but the dream is one of the all-time greats. Olajuwon's defense really changed games.
Here is Porter. The Rockets making the shot. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Ryan against Iguodala. Bryant's shot is off.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
And the Bucks miss again.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
And while we've got him on, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, thank you very much. The Rockets are in a full rebuild, and they have a young roster which is taking its lumps. But Coach Stephen Silas says we very rarely give up. This team has a lot of fight, character, and grit, and we are learning. Kevin, it's a long process, but it's worth doing.
Yep, no shortcuts, David, but the journey is the reward. They're building from the ground up. It's fun to watch. And we thank you for that story. Milwaukee making a switch here. Ellis is checked in. .1:15 left now here in the second. Iguodala finds Porter. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Porter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. That'll be a 5-second call.
And checking out the numbers for Antetokounmpo. He's coming off an excellent season and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And seeing what he did last year, just blowing up the defensive schemes designed to keep him under control, man. As you said, second best scorer in the league. It was a beautiful thing to watch. And it's Carter missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Iverson against Ellis. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They led by as many as 18 points.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here is Porter after the made shot from Allen Iverson. The quick crossover, what a move. Porter's got 5 points in the quarter.
With Porter Jr., I think it's about shot selection, taking smart shots, including when he's in close.
And Iverson throws it down.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
And so we conclude the first half. Rockets lead by 14. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much.
Thanks so much, David. We'll step away.
They're scoring the ball with ease. The defense has done nothing to slow them down. This is what you look like when...
And let's take a moment to check out the... And that'll do it for halftime.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Checking out the group for Stephen Silas to start the second half. We've got Antetokounmpo, Russell Westbrook out there with Iverson. Then there's Kobe, and it's O'Neal in at the center. And the dunk by Kobe.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And Giannis's journey, GA, so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek freak.
11 feet away.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And here's Giannis from outside. A shot, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Butler with the ball. He's picked up by O'Neal. Butler kicks to Wallace. The wide open look here for Fox. They get it again. Wallace's shot is good. Wallace has got his second basket of the night.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Bryant looking over the floor. Giannis outside. Pulls up. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
Boy, once Giannis gets the ball in the painted area, Antetokounmpo is really almost automatic.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Houston making some changes. Ellis is checked in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Johnson in for Kobe. Rockets leading by 16. Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
Whenever Russell Westbrook gets rolling like this, he can really run the scoreboard up. Could be a big night for him.
Butler against O'Neal. Outside, Maxey. And again, the Bucks miss. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Johnson outside. On the wing, Iverson. with the drive, and it's sent back by Wallace.
And this is why Wallace is an elite-level defender, has a great sense of timing for when to rise up and contest shots. Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Timeout called, the Rockets. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Carter, he's checked in for Wallace. Iguodala comes in for Butler. Ellis is checked in for Maxey, and Porter subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. And then for Houston, Antetokounmpo's checked in for Ellis. James Harden comes in for Allen Iverson. And it's Paul in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Ellis. And the rejection by Giannis. Rockets leading by 20. Now Harden. And the jam by Harden.
You know, when Harden gets deep inside positioning, he's ready for the throwdown because he's more athletic than people give him credit for.
Outside, Malone. Fades back. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. O'Neal's got his 7th rebound here tonight. The 17-footer. Malone with the rebound. Malone's got 4 rebounds in this game. All against Ellis. The pass to Iguodala. Now here's Malone. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And it's Houston on the break. Harden's got the ball.
Boy, what a find. Harden's passing skill. Incredible. James did win an assist title, you know.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Wendell Carter. Great showing for him last season. And he was in the top 20 in field goal percentage. Able to create offense with tremendous efficiency.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason. He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with. And for a full game, too. I mean, just nonstop. The shot's good from Paul.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Pass to Ellis. And he banks in the layup. Ellis has got 5 now.
Man, you really have to respect how Ellis takes on any challenge. I mean, specifically how he creates chances for himself close to the basket.
Harden to pass to Antetokounmpo. Trains the three-pointer.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Ellis left side. Back to Porter. 9 feet out. The Rockets pull it in. Shaq's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And taken away by Ellis. Porter at the elbow. Passes it to Carter. Kicks to Ellis. Over Paul. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Houston Rockets rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Malone on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. We've got Webb, Carter out there with Achua. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard spot. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Carter. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Westbrook against Webb. And Westbrook, here we go. Wow, that makes him a perfect 10 for 10. Double-digit perfection.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Pass to Webb. 6 to shoot. The kick outside to Butler. Here's Grimes, covered by Giannis. Westbrook against Webb. On the wing, Kobe. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Achua. And they recover it. Iverson outside. The 3 from Bryant. That one's not going to go. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Their next game playing at home as the Nets coming to town. Here's Grimes. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Rockets. Westbrook scanning the floor. Now the dish to Kobe. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And it's 13 points for Kobe Bryant.
I like how Bryant takes contact on the way up. This guy is very good at feeling out the defense and absorbing that contact and still capitalizing.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try the lead.
Outside Westbrook. And there's a foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
Ben Wallace, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal.
So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group.
Webb won't let his size deter him, nor should it fool you. This guy is a tremendous athlete, as he showed you on the drive right there.
Iverson right side. Grimes passes to Wallace. Antetokounmpo against Butler. 16 feet away. It's rebounded by Houston.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Iverson. Score the baskets. Number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9. 67% shooting.
And, you know, for being a smaller guard, Iverson is a master at finishing inside. Just remarkable.
Webb. The Rockets pull it in. Bryant's got number 5 here tonight. Here's Iverson. He drives in, and Iverson throws it down.
Iverson can score with the best of them. I tell you what, a volume shooter. He does not lack confidence and lets it fly from anywhere and everywhere.
Webb up top. He's covered by Westbrook. And there's the pass to Grimes. Wallace the screen. Fires the 3. And again, the Bucks miss. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Left side, Kobe. Yes, that goes in.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Webb against Westbrook to the middle, and it's sent back by O'Neal.
Sending a statement with that rejection. O'Neal reminding everybody what a forceful defender he can be. Really hard to think of things they didn't do well in this one. Certainly a dominant night on offense for the Rockets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Russell Westbrook.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
And the dunk by Iverson.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, Webb is known for being a high flyer. Despite being just 5'6", this guy can get up in the air like very few can. And he knows how to put on a show. He's an entertainer, a high flyer, but he's also a pretty well-rounded player, too.
And so he makes both from the line. .24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ellis kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Johnson. Launches it. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Yeah, you know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Giannis, you have said in the past you have even more untapped potential. So how did you put your fingerprints on this game?
I'm just here to do whatever it takes to help my team win. Did a great job executing, move the ball. And this is what we do. This is what we do. We play together, and whatever we do, hopefully we can get a win at the end of the day.
Well, it certainly turned into a win tonight, man. Thanks. Back to you guys.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now, we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
So former MMA and boxing star Eric Butterbean Esch at 55 is back in good shape and has called out Jake Paul to box. Luke,
what did they call him? King of the 4-rounders? Is that what they called him? Obviously, he wasn't built for greatness. But if you were in any way a little bit washed, he would send you to the land and win his nose with a quickness. Would he not?
You remember around like WrestleMania 14 or 15 in the late 90s, they did that Brawl for All tournament, which was like not unscripted. It was like a boxing / wrestling.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for and with every new NBA season, Grant, it's always fun to see which players have a breakout year.
NBA, it seems like guys always have breakout years. Usually we see it with the younger players, but sometimes it's with guys who've been in the league and are now in new situations. Last year, we saw breakout seasons for Darius Garland, Jordan Poole, and Tyrese Maxey, just to name a few.
Here are the starters for Utah. Luka Doncic is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Butler. Then there's Blake Griffin. And it's Gasol in at the center position. Giddey passes to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
Well, it might be over a decade in the league, but Blake still has some hops.
Here's Westbrook. And that one's good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Doncic, no good. Here's Iverson. We've played just over a minute here in the first. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Hey, if you give him room, he's going to score the ball. And one word that always goes along with the Jazz, defense. They've been a top 10 defense in the league in 6 of the last 7 seasons.
Griffin against Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. Here's Butler. That shot, no good. And Houston will come the other way. And with a defense like Utah's had, it's easy to see why they've been a playoff regular.
Well, it's always a good idea to put a priority on getting stops. Now, it'll be interesting because they traded away their anchor on defense, Rudy Gobert. Can they live up to the standard they've set the last few seasons? Let's see if it can happen. And, guys, what I like about the Rockets, they have stockpiled talent. I know they're young, but they focused on getting as many pieces as they can.
So what do you think the most important thing for young teams like the Rockets?
Well, B.A., it comes down to playing time. I mean, Houston has done a great job of playing their kids. But let me tell you guys, nothing substitutes for game time in the NBA. Learning by playing. That's what it's all about.
Here's Doncic, and it's blocked.
1 for 5 out there, but no worries. Just keep attacking.
Bryant with it. Oh, wow!
Incredible!
And he hammers in the reverse slam.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And another miss by Utah. And the Rockets with possession. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Here's Westbrook. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Westbrook's gotten his second bucket.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Timeout called the Jazz. And with this break, a chance to see the best passers in the league from last season. James Harden, number 1. Luka Doncic, 4th.
And you got to give credit to how both of these guys see the floor. They are all about moving the rock and trying to set their guys up. This is why their teammates love playing with them.
Griffin passes to Butler. Right side Giddey. Shot from 16. It's rebounded by Houston. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Utah's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Griffin outside. Back to Doncic. And here's Butler outside. O'Neal pulls it in. Houston with the ball. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Bryant on the drive. And the Rockets tack on 2 more.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Pass to Gasol. Westbrook against Doncic. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. On the break. Shot's good by Iverson. 6 points for him.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And the Jazz call time here. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
I'll tell you this. It looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
And so it's Utah with it. They trail by 16. Quickly outside. Shot to end the cold streak. Fires in the triple.
Well, we know this. Jeremy Lin knows how to run an offense. His ability to find the open man uncanny.
Outside Harden. That one's good for 2.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Utah has gone 1 of 4 from deep. And Harden, former league MVP, 3-time scoring champ. Grant, the only thing he's missing is a title.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, it would only help cement his legacy. For years, he'd carry his team only to run out of gas in the playoffs. But postseason success counts for a lot when it's all said and done.
Good.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Griffin. That one is off. So Houston will take it the other way. This game against Utah, the first time they've met this year.
Their first try against a familiar club. It should be a good one.
Outside for Harden. Puts up a three. On the wing, Harden. There's the three. Griffin pulls down the board. 27 seconds left to play. In the first quarter. Here's Lynn. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Duren. Jones with the block. Outside Harden. Here's O'Neal. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Houston Rockets liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Rockets here, they've really been putting on a show.
Well, I'm really loving their activity. I mean, they're contesting shots. They've really set a strong tone early.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
So the Utah 5 right now. They've got Luka Doncic, and it's Gasol in at the center position. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, Luka Doncic, an all-star from his second season, and every year he's one of the favorites for MVP. But Luka says, quote, I still haven't won anything, so I've got a long way to go. Brian, if you didn't catch it, team success is the metric. He says the key is to win a championship.
Well, he certainly gives him a chance to do just that, Allie. Thank you. And that one's good. Gasol. You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from three.
Here's Lynn. 14 points for him last game against New Orleans. From deep, here's Doncic. Second chance shot. And the layup is good by Gasol. Gasol's got 4 points this quarter.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Time called here. The Rockets decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
So for the Rockets, O'Neal, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Russell Westbrook in for Paul. Giddey's checked in for Utah. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from the low block. And the nice bucket inside from Bryant. Bryant's got 12 points.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Well, the past few seasons, the Jazz have become serious playoff contenders.
You know, B.A., with high expectations, they haven't reached their goal. Now, this franchise definitely has their sights set on the ultimate prize, their first championship.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Rockets.
Well, they found their offensive openings in the mid-range, and they continue to find ways to open up those jump shot opportunities.
The other thing they're doing is making plays off the bounce, and boy, once they get a step, they're getting all the way.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Rockets. Gasol, the shot is good. Doncic making the play. He's got 6.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Westbrook against Doncic, and the layup falls.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Doncic outside. Pass to Gasol. Over Westbrook. It's